A certain Magical Index 3 or Tora Machizuno Index 3 is licensed and produced by Universal Sony Funimation Animatsu Entertainment. Studios, JC Staff, Networks, ATX, Tokyo MX, Telemata, Chiba TV, MBS, TVK, and CBC. Based on the works by Kazuma Kamachi. Please support the official release. Hello there, YouTube, Jack here with more Tora Machizuno Index, a certain Magical Index Season 3 episode. I forgot which number this is, doesn't even matter, because today we are probably gonna finally do the long anticipated fight between number 1 and number 2, level 5 Espers, Accelerator versus Kakine. Boy am I looking forward to this, although honestly I'm also slightly worried, mainly because, I don't know, the wings, the overall, I think CGI hasn't been too exciting so far for Kakine, but we'll see. In any case, it's knowing more or less what's going to happen from the novels 8 years ago. I'm excited for what's going to happen. Well, I butchered any sort of hype I was trying to build there with those horrible sentences. By the way, last time, what even happened? We sort of continued through the Battle Royale, and I still think we are very much rushing through a lot of these battles. We had like the battle with the Aztec priest, you know, the whatever his actual name is that I can't pronounce, versus the other dark-skinned girl. Kind of rushed through that. Move Point versus that block lady, also kind of rushed through that. Accelerator versus that weird teleporter guy who can only move behind you. Well, granted, actually that one was a short battle either way, but it just feels a bit rushed all in all. So I think we're going to wrap up this arc, this episode, now that I think about it. So let's get into it. In the 3, 2, 1, go. No intro. Well, maybe later, but we're having these titles on screen. Doesn't sound like promising work. Well, thanks for introducing yourself. I think this is actually the first time you did so. Yeah, garbage run. Well, that's kind of the whole level 0 skill out mentality. Yeah, probably from Frenda, since she got kind of beat up in the previous episode. Mr. Sniper guy. Ultra fine. Do you just have pocket rockets? Where even? You don't have pockets. Yeah, probably. I mean, you're kind of second ranked and all that, so. Yeah, we're like seriously skipping the intro here. Way to build hype. Super Espers. Yeah, welcome to the dark side, buddy. There is no real way out. Yeah, I mean, he kinda is. That's an adorable policy, which is also kind of exactly what he said earlier. Yeah, that's kind of a neat thing to do. She's here too, apparently. Whoever she even is. I mean, I really only know her as the Golden Dress. I don't think she has an official name. Well, it probably has more or less the same drawbacks as any overdose and overuse of drugs does. Self-destructing, that is. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, right, that's what she did. I kind of totally forgot about that. It's a neat trick, though. You're a very unreasonable person, aren't you? Well, cute friend, though. There is a certain something that has been waiting to happen to you. Yep, kind of got to rethink the status quo there. Of level zeros and all that. Yeah, they're probably a bad deal or something. Like, even more. There you go. I'm seriously glad they didn't needlessly censor this out. Because this one has been a long time coming. I'm needlessly happy about Friend of Steph for some reason. Mainly because of the memes. So many memes. And for what it's worth, I was really worried they were just gonna censor it out somehow. Well, that was neat timing. Also, you do know that, if nothing else, she is still level 5, right? So, you know, not necessarily to be trifled with. You know, people are surprisingly chill for a blood-coated woman slowly walking down the road. I mean, you know, level 5 and all I get, but I would still at least run away in panic or something. You know, she's kind of fun in her own way. Like, seriously. How do you even plan to kill them? I mean, you kind of just ran away from Kakinas anyway, so... Yeah, plus... hit a bit of a more roadblock there. Good deal, yeah. Seriously though, you should kind of try to get out of here. Well, I suppose they would have to... Damn! Spear gun! Actually, did not see that coming. Never mind, I did not remember that. He sure went up in my opinion. Once again, it feels a bit rushed, but still nice. Again, you're dismissing her a bit too easily there, but what even would Anti-Scale do against level 5? Yeah, move on from spare plan to main plan, huh? Nice aim. Yeah, good for you, mysterious voice person guy. You know, in a way, pitching accelerated this information kind of works out for you because Kakini was going to come for him anyway. No, you definitely have. Aren't you way too easily distracted? Quite literally, too. Aren't you full of sparkles? Okay, you know, I'm not too keen on yen, but that can't have been that much, right? Nope. Don't get to join anything. Not nice. Well, you shouldn't have whispered then. I mean, I'm pretty sure Uyeda doesn't know who he is, but even so, she's pretty good at sticking up for her beliefs. Wow, we're cutting a lot of corners here. Nice impact. But seriously. Fairy tale. Yeah. Let's have a crash course in villainy. Well, aren't you a fancy guy then? Yeah, something like that too. I mean, he's been outdone before. I get the feeling more and more these people are just somehow supercomputers built into their brains. You're really treating this like a freaking competition, huh? I don't really know why everything Accelerator does has like this dark light-ish effect. But it looks neat. And moving on to the one-way red, huh? Well, we'll see about that. Yeah. You know, gotta set priorities. I honestly really don't get Accelerator's philosophy on villainy too much. I'm sorry that I'm just pointlessly laughing this up here. Being a construction worker in the city has to suck. And he is not impaled. Good for you. Well, more like second string, but away. I mean, she is the aforementioned good guy. Well, he might not be. And like that, you've tipped the scale. In like a really bad way for you. I'm getting full red eye too. Yeah, probably. Well, good luck trying. He's kinda, busy. More important stuff on mind. In all seriousness, what do you hope to accomplish by shooting them? That you did. Also, her thrust is amazing. Like, seriously is. As is sort of his conviction not to hurt her in a way. An almost serious question. Why would you open fire? She's so carefree. Not that she doesn't know what's going on, but still. And like that, we wrap things up. Only 50 million? I mean, on a nano device scale, that doesn't sound like too much. Yeah, like, you know, the kind of organization you just dealt with. Whatever that might be, I wonder. Yeah, still gotta get out the whole group deal. Preview. Back with Toma again. Fun times to be had. And even though I said it, and even though I think the episode was all in all great, I still think they kind of rushed a bit through it. I mean, let's start with Frenda for one. As I said, I'm glad they didn't censor out her death in any way, because I kind of distinctly remember the novel saying something along the lines of Mugina basically dragging what's left of Frenda around, as she did here, the top half, so to say. Not so to say, like literally, but you know, all that. So I'm glad they actually went with that, especially. I think in the afterword or somewhere, Kazuma Kamaji, the author, mentioned when it came to the character design for Frenda, he wanted her to be especially cute so that nobody would expect her to get killed off. So that's kind of fun. What I was a bit disappointed in was the overall interaction between Kakina and Uiharu. There was a lot cut out there. I mean, you know, even skipping the opening and the ending, they barely managed to squeeze the episode in as is. So they just didn't have the time, and on one level I understand that, but I'm still a bit disappointed, you know? Like, there was a lot going on there. And most importantly, we kind of got a bit of Kakina's philosophy in that sense. You know, this is all 8 years old in memory, so I hope I'm not completely getting things wrong. But the point more or less was that he is not the kind of person who wants to involve bystanders. In the sense, when he asked Uiharu where last order went, if she had just told him, that would have been the end of it, but she chose to stand in his way, which is why she became a target. So that's why he attacked her to get information and everything. And we kind of missed that stuff and so on and so forth. And also the same with the battle at the end on how Accelerated defeated Kakina. I kind of remember this a lot more gruesome. I mean, we might have just sort of cut it out on time restraint again, but you know, we had Fremda in there in this very same episode, so you know, why not him? I mean, I kind of distinctly remember there only being a couple body parts of him left at the end, not just being sucked down and punched in the face a little bit. So I'm kind of trying to read this up right now, except I can't read while talking like this, so that's not working at all. Okay, now we have like a couple scenes. The Wikia really has an extended article on this whole thing. Yeah, tweezer something. Shows the picture, denies having seen her. Also, he dislocated her shoulder. Didn't really become that apparent by watching it here. Then Lost Order escapes by noticing them. He understands, blah blah blah. Let's just skip ahead to the end of the fight with Accelerator. Yeah, okay. Then laughs, implications, tries his new powers. Didn't really get that implication either from watching the episode that he had a bit of a power up in the end. by seeing Accelerator go full on Angel mode again. But you know, here's what the wiki says on the fight. On Accelerator, after seeing him as no longer a threat, immediately after, Kakina is splattered onto the asphalt, and his right hand that had the tweezer on it is torn from his elbow downwards. Despite his injuries, Kakina is too shocked to take in what happened. Believing he was untouched, believing that Accelerator changing vectors, engineering somehow sort of redirected toward him, blah blah blah. Basically a lot more gruesome than what we saw. Kinda really missing out on that. On that note, I would really highly recommend anyone who liked this arc to read Volume 15. It's a bit of a standalone story anyway, and if you've watched the anime this far, you can read it just fine. It's pretty much this entire Battle Royale arc. And I think you get a much better understanding of the importance of all the fights that have happened and why they happened, and they were longer too, and they just felt more important than the short scenes they had been given here. I mean, or you know, if you're lazy, just read it up on the Toyota Majituna Index Wikia. Works too. Again, it's a long article. Actually, you know, I'm just on the Kakina Teitoku page here, so you can read his part, or but actually they have a main article for the Battle Royale arc, so that works too. I mean, in the end, you know, the level 5, so... Oh well. Not gonna go too much there, I might accidentally spoil something, but at least read the wiki article, okay? Just sort of know what you've been missing out on. And I'm a bit disappointed, and I understand it. Again, they have episodes they gotta do, they have time constraints, and even if they didn't on the season as a whole, they can't just extend one episode by 10 minutes. It doesn't work. They have arcs to stick to, and then they have episodes to stick to. Even if you say the whole arc, you know, the Battle Royale arc fits into 3 episodes, you can't just divide it into 3. Like, maybe one part has to be stretched or another part has to be compressed, because you need to have clean ends for the episodes. Making animes is a real pain, isn't it? In any case, that will have to be all for now. Next time we're back with Aqua of the Back, or Aqua of the... what was it even called? Behind in these subs? You know, the literal meaning is the same. So, until next time, see you then. Bye!